Discover an Alaska and Yukon steeped in a gold rush history with our 14-day 1898 Alaska and Yukon Gold Rush adventure. This 11-day land and 3-day Inside Passage experience taps into the historic John Hall's Alaska beginnings, combined with new features, giving a snapshot of the Platinum Inside Passage. This itinerary begins in Anchorage and spends 2 nights at the Alaska Glacier Lodge before 2 nights at Denali National Park. After 1 night in Fairbanks and 1 night in Tok, we head into the Yukon for 2 nights of colorful gold rush history in Dawson City and 1 night in the Yukon capital of Whitehorse. Guests experience the historic White Pass and Yukon Route Railway into Skagway, where visitors join the exclusive John Hall's Alaska vessel for a trip to Haines for 1 evening, followed by 2 nights in Juneau. While in Southeast Alaska, guests will visit Klukwan, home of the Tlingit Nation, explore Tracy Arm Fjord, and experience incredible whale and marine life viewing while sailing Alaska's rich water. We begin in Anchorage with a city tour and visit to the Anchorage Museum before heading north. Enjoy views of the glorious Chugach Mountains and Alaska Range during your 2 nights at Alaska Glacier Lodge, with a free day for choice of activity before continuing north to Denali National Park. Enjoy 2 evenings at the Denali Cabins, along with a day trip traveling just over 42 miles into Denali National Park on a wildlife viewing excursion in search of moose, bear, Dall sheep, caribou, and wolves. Enhance your morning with an exciting ATV adventure, whitewater rafting, ziplining, or taking a thrilling helicopter flight before boarding the luxurious dome car aboard the Alaska Railroad with Gold Star service north to Fairbanks for a 1-night stay. After an exclusive experience at Trailbreaker Kennel, home of the late 4-time Iditarod champion Susan Butcher, guests continue on to Tok for the last night in Alaska before entering the Yukon. Leaving Alaska behind, we travel to the top of the World Highway and enter the Yukon, witnessing dramatic mountain landscapes. It is in Dawson City that we find our Tales of Gold Rush glory, tour a historic gold mining site, and spend time at your leisure before heading down to Diamond Tooth Gertie's Gambling Hall, where we will try our luck at cards and dice and enjoy a rousing can-can show. Truly brave souls might be drawn to taking the Sourdough Cocktail Challenge, a rite of passage for Dawson City visitors. Take a shot of whiskey, usually Yukon Jack, and kiss the mummified human toe hanging out at the bottom of your glass. Witness the mighty Yukon River in Whitehorse before joining the world-famous White Pass and Yukon Route Railroad for an incredibly scenic trip from Fraser, British Columbia into Skagway, Alaska, dropping 3,000 feet in just 20 miles. After an afternoon exploring the boardwalk sidewalks and body saloons of Skagway, board a privately chartered dayboat for a trip through the Upper Lynn Canal into Haines for an overnight. While in Haines, visit Klukwan, home of the Chilkat Tlingit, and hear stories and traditional songs while learning about the native people of the Chilkat Valley while traveling through the Bald Eagle Preserve. Juneau will serve as our home base for the next 2 evenings while we spend a full day exploring Tracy Arm Fjord in search of numerous species of marine wildlife and view tidewater glaciers. After a magnificent day spent out on the water, followed by a farewell dinner with your travel companions, you'll fly home from Juneau the following morning.